Cinema Classics is brought to you by the Gateway Film Center, 1550 North High Street, Columbus, Ohio. Further details and showtimes online at gatewayfilmcenter.org.
The award-winning Cinema Classics is produced by John DeSando and Johnny DiLoretto. Listen to the shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org. I'm John DeSando.
And I'm Johnny DiLoretto. This is Cinema Classics.
It is, boy. And boy, do we have a job today.
Yeah.
Do you remember we did a mashup of Ethan Hawke
and John Travolta,
right?
Which no one saw coming. Not even you.
So now we're doing the new woman in movies?
Yeah, we're going to do a little mashup of two of probably the biggest stars working in cinema today.
Yep.
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, boy.
And Jennifer Lawrence.
All right.
Probably those two have to be the biggest female movie stars right now, no?
Well, yeah, a younger. I mean, I'm thinking of Kristen Stewart as an up-and-coming new one.
She's been up-and-coming for an awful long time, and she is not a star.
Well,
I don't think she's a star.
Well, I think she's really.
She doesn't open a picture, John.
Well,
she doesn't open a picture.
She's gonna
this is my test of stardom.
Okay.
Right.
I got it.
It's just very simple litmus test. If somebody's name is on the marquee, does that make people go see the movie?
I know.
Right? And I'll be honest, I don't know that Scarlett Johansson's name on the marquee makes somebody go see a movie. Right. Not in the way, and Jennifer Lawrence too, maybe not. Not in the way that like Julia Roberts used to.
That's right. But Lawrence, with Katniss in the Hunger Games, was able to pull that off to multi-million dollars, and I realize it's a different kind.
Yeah, because it's a franchise action movie. She's really not doing a whole lot of acting in it.
Whereby Bradley Cooper might have come before her name in American Hustle.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm right about that.
You're saying he got top billing,
yeah,
something
I
like
think
that,
so.
and now,
And
or Silver Linings. He probably
Silver
got.
Linings,
yeah.
And so I think your thesis is correct. Perhaps neither one of these is yet capable of pulling, except if you have Scarlett Johansson with Lucy. Now that's a smaller film, and she would headline that one.
Yeah,
and I love that one.
She does too. I mean, they're both great. They're both beautiful, smart. They capable of playing. A little older, a little wiser than you might actually necessarily assume they could. But I want to go back to that Julia Roberts question.
Yes.
We're in this weird cultural moment, right, where it doesn't seem to me we have that. We're lacking those movie stars like Julia Roberts, Meg Ryan, movie stars that female audiences connected with. They were curious about. They wanted to relate to them. I think that these reality TV stars have siphoned off some of that. That curiosity. Like, what is Julia doing now?
Yeah.
Who is she involved with now? Like, you don't get a whole lot of that with these. And to some degree, it's better because they can focus on doing their work.
And they can
and they may, frankly, have done some better work.
And they're capable of doing character roles younger than some of those, like Julia Roberts might have been able to do. Only as she's getting older, she's playing more character-driven parts.
Yeah.
But these young ladies have been given a chance, and they've come through. As we could tell, Scarlett Johansson doesn't lack for physical beauty, because for those who are watching this on our video, she's right here, if you can see her. And Jennifer Lawrence herself, surprising to me.
Well, she's not physically here.
Right, but her spirit is.
Yeah.
But Jennifer Lawrence surprised me, because I didn't find her that attractive as she started the game, in the Hunger Games. But
well, I remember seeing her in Winter's Bone.
Oh, great choice. That really can.
And I thought she had an interesting sort of screen presence, muted, very muted, kind of almost shy, and I didn't really see her stardom coming like the way it did.
It's only 6 years. Can you believe that? Only 6 years ago.
Is it really only 6 years ago?
6 years ago.
Oh my God.
The woman has
really
moved.
She seemed a little awkward and not entirely comfortable on camera.
Oh,
and it created this nice little nuance.
It was great for her character.
For that particular film. So for her to sort of come flying out of the cannon like that
Yes.
into these other movies, and I did not see her performance in Silver Linings Playbook coming. Like, I thought she was really, firing on all cylinders in that movie.
Yes, she was
And
outrageous.
it was a part that traditionally, I think, probably could have only been played by someone older and more practiced.
Yeah, a Marilyn Monroe type might have. Do you think in that role?
Yeah, I don't
would
know.
be the right
I'm
one?
trying to think who might have done that.
But anyway, that was in 2012. Then 2013, the next year, she's in American Hustle.
Also great. She's great in that too.
Yeah.
And a sort of, big, bluesy, broad kind of role.
And in a way that we already talked about with Casey Affleck, she goes into the X-Men series,
Hmm.
and like Scarlett Johansson,
Yeah.
two of them make some money off of.
Yeah, she's distracting in those movies for me. Because she has become such a star and such a presence on camera that when she's in the X-Men movies, it's like I just feel like she's not doing anything. I do feel like
yeah.
she's just showing up for a paycheck, and it's distracting. It actually takes me out of the film.
Same thing happened in the Avengers with Scarlett Johansson.
No, because I felt she was more appropriately wed to the cast.
And it's a better
more,
role.
An integral part of the dynamic there. And she's really impressed with the stuff that she does. When you see Jennifer Lawrence and all that blue stuff,
Yeah.
that blue skin
It's
thing,
distracting.
you don't know what's going on.
Right.
It's a stunt double or whatnot. The stuff Scarlett Johansson does in the Avengers movies, yes, she has a stunt double, but it's an impressive. She's doing something physically impressive there.
Yeah, and talk about physically impressive. Scarlett Johansson tried out for the role in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It was won by Rooney Mara, and the reason that she lost the role,
Because she weighed too much.
no, she is too good looking.
Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And-
I can see that. Well, the
and-
original films, are they Dutch or Swedish, those films? The original
question,
ones.
Good question. Don't know. But the
It
European
calls for somebody who's
yes,
who's gaunt, who is
Yeah.
a little sickly.
not flashy American. Yes,
Right.
good
I could
point.
see that. What did you think of? I thought she really starts to become a great actress in Lost in Translation.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite role for her. She's very young, in her early 20s,
Mhm.
against Bill Murray in
Yeah.
Lost in Translation. I loved it.
Yeah.
Particularly the opening shot with her and her butt, right on the, laid out there to kind of a couple, expressing
Uh-huh.
the seductive and youthful nature of this girl
Yeah.
who's going to distract Bill Murray's character.
Right.
And is going to get
Well,
lost.
they
in
really
translation.
become friends.
Yeah, and,
Um,
but very sophisticated role for a young woman. I
For sure,
agree with
and that's where she sort of, I think, maybe gets a taste of what that's like to create a memorable performance, something that will last. And so then her career, I think, as an actress, truly takes off. You can't discount what she does just vocally in the movie Her.
you. Oh, isn't that a wonderful one? And
Yeah.
and the work that she does for Woody Allen. He picked on her the way he's done with Emma Stone.
Yeah.
For a couple of films.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're sophisticated.
Yeah.
I really like what's happened
She's
there.
shown a willingness to work with directors, to create characters. I think in some ways Jennifer Lawrence can learn a little bit.
Oh, listen.
From Scarlett Johansson's
And yet-
career choices. And Under the Skin, which
Oh,
is her muted
yes.
kind of,
Yes. And there's where she carries that film. And I think she even headlines that film.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that is a somber, sort of contemplative sci-fi movie.
It's interesting.
About womanhood, really, about being a woman on planet Earth.
Yeah. As a side note, at least, and it fits in our conversation, of the two of them, only Lawrence, I believe, has been nominated
Yeah, I don't
and
think-
won.
Mm,
She won the Oscar.
yeah, for what?
She won it for.
Oh, Silver Linings.
Silver Linings.
Yeah, that's right.
So she won it for several, and she's actually the youngest person ever to be nominated for 2 Academy Awards for Best Actress, and the second youngest to be the Best Actress winner. And I haven't put anything down here about Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, as far as I know, she's not been nominated, and maybe perhaps should have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder how. I don't know if she had been nominated for her, what that would have been like, because it was such a great vocal performance. But I don't know that you can get nominated for just, voice performance.
Yeah, you're right.
It's interesting.
But you know how Jennifer Lawrence, and probably the same for Scarlett Johansson, has moved up. I think her most recent film may be Passengers, which we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
$20 million.
Oh, she got $20 million
Right.
for that.
How about that? Now, you when you hit the big 2-0,
Yeah.
and I suspect Johansson may be there, but I don't know that for sure.
She's been in some pretty successful movies, I'm sure that. But again, see, it's interesting that they don't have that same marquee value as like a Julia Roberts or a Meg Ryan did at the height of their careers.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Emma Stone.
Yes.
Emma Stone seems to be the unspoken sort of electron circling around this nucleus.
Nice. Yeah.
She also like on the verge of big time
Of dominating.
stardom
Yes.
like this, but just hasn't had the Avengers or the Hunger Games kind of role yet. Although she might have had her chance in Spider-Man, but
Now wait a minute though.
yeah,
And you have seen. No, you haven't seen La La Land.
I have not seen La La Land.
Oh,
yet.
right. I think we would have a different conversation if you
Yeah.
had. Only that I would confirm to you that I think she has just moved herself to the upper echelon.
Really
She is
Well, I'm
so good.
excited to
Aaron
see that
Rodgers
movie.
about La La Land.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're digressing,
yeah.
and I will tell you that Jennifer Lawrence auditioned for the role of Bella Swan in the Twilight series.
Well, she was going to get a franchise either way. Now she's got two.
I know. All right.